Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tornado Survival. Minecraft Mike here, and last time we moved ourselves to a brand new village, which was wonderful, and hopefully it's probably not going to be wonderful for too long, but we're going to try our best to prepare this village to be storm ready. We took a trip. I've just ended the last episode, but I did want to record because I wanted to see the development of this. So this looks like the typical thunderstorm. We had a little bit of lightning, the mesocyclone developing, and it's going to quickly turn into a tornado all of a sudden, and we'll see it move somewhere around in the ocean. Maybe it's going to be a water spout, but it also turned into a severe windstorm based on the radar, and we haven't seen one when it was a windstorm. We saw some hail. So I'm not sure if this is just usual. Oh man, look at that lightning. I'm not sure if this is usual, what's going to happen with this stuff. Or if this is something special for when it's over water, the way the wind all sucks into it and it's going to turn into a tropical cyclone that will actually have damaging winds, because we saw from messing around with the mod that can't happen and will actually start just blowing objects around like a hurricane. But this is definitely intensifying with the frequency of the lightning really increasing. So let's go see our radar. Yeah, no, it's still there. Which direction is it moving though? Yeah, so it's still moving away from us. It's moving basically parallel to the shore, but staying out in the water, which of course is good. We're going to grab our horse. Stay over here, please. But we're going to go ahead and sleep before zombies take over everything. Because I don't want zombies to start already infesting this village. So we're going to try our best, and we're going to see how this storm reacts. If we learned anything... Oh, is that hail? Or is that a tropical system? I think that's a tropical system. Look at the giant globs of... Yeah, the influx of wind is definitely increased. Oh, no, there is hail, though. Maybe it is just hail. Maybe it just means it's an increase in strength. Can you not come closer to me? You were moving away from us. Why are you getting closer? This isn't fun. Stop. I just moved here. I mean, obviously, the next thing it's going to do is create a tornado. So as long as it keeps moving away... Stay out in the water. I mean, I guess that'll actually be a nice thing, is that half of the storms that impact the region will be over water, so their actual damage is going to be limited. We just are going to pay off with having extra sandstorms, so extra sand blocks around, but it just looks like that's getting closer and closer. I don't like that. Okay. Well, I have another... No, we're going to stay here. I'll run a little bit later to get the rest of our items, but... Oh, hey there, Mr. Spider. What do you think you can do here? And another spider. Watch out for creepers. So, the first order of business is to actually defend this town from vanilla Minecraft threats. Before we can say, like, we're going to make this invincible to, you know, hurricanes and tornadoes and hailstorms and lightning storms, we are going to need to make this safe from the nighttime creatures that are going to take this over. So the vanilla threat to this oh my gosh, lightning is intense on the backside of this storm system. What we need to do is basically make sure this is all lit up so that mobs are not spawning inside the houses, inside the town, in case I forget to sleep. Specifically, of course, creepers, but also from zombies, because if everyone gets infected, that won't do us any good. There'll be no one to save, and we don't have the nether resources to go ahead and, you know, cure them back into villagers, and we won't for a little while longer. And then secondly, we'll have to stop mobs from entering. Of course, when you have plains, the problem with villages is usually around them you have lots of space for mobs to spawn at night. So we're going to need to fence this entire region in, which means a little bit of terraforming, getting a little creative with this, but we're going to have to make basically a couple stacks of torches. It's going to be torch spam to start, and then we're going to need to fence in basically the perimeter of this, maybe a few gates, but I think we're just going to fence the whole thing in and try our best to keep mobs, specifically zombies, from wandering in, and then creepers from spawning inside of town. So that'll be the first task, and I brought everything with us that we'll need to do that at the start. Does look like that's going over land now. We'll do a quick radar check. Still just a hailstorm, windstorm, but it is now weakening, which is wonderful. And I think the threat from this storm is essentially over, which means we will hopefully have a day or two of quiet in order to keep going. So let's go inside here and get a better setup for this radar. Go, guys, get out of my house. This house is no longer... oh, come on. This house is no longer able to be populated by you. This is for me. This storm is for me now. You guys, that goes for you guys out here too. Get out of here. Get out of here. They won't. This house is a little tiny, but the other one is tiny too. Ideally, I probably would have liked one of the big houses. Although we can just take over more than one. We'll just put... One of these can be like the radar room. Right? We could make the radar room one of these, or... I guess I could build a room down underground. Probably one of the other first things we could do. Let's see. What... We need to place a chest down. Well, we're just going to live in here, but I'm just going to move the radar for now. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll live in here, but I'm going to move the radar. So, radar for now, I'm just going to place out here. Right? It'll work anywhere. We don't have to worry about placing it in any specific area. Okay. We'll worry about making an underground bunker later. But we need just to place a chest here. I'm still a little paranoid about the weather, but I think we're going to be fine. So let's grab this and just dump in a bunch of this crap that we don't need anymore. Let's also get these furnaces placed down. Actually, I'm just gonna rip these up and I'm gonna place them at where this table is. We're gonna let this be a little blacksmith workshop. That table's nice, but it's just not enough room. So let's do that. Let's get that food cooked. And we'll save the rest of this to make some coal. So let's dump all these valuables in here. Some of this good stuff we need just to keep locked away. And some of these mob parts. And then we're basically just going to transform a bunch of this wood into... Why do I have a lava bucket? Where did I get a bucket of lava from? And why do I have a bucket of lava? Why do I not have a bucket of water? Why do I have this? I just noticed that. Where did that come from? I mean, obviously from an episode or two ago, but I don't know why we have that. Okay, interesting. Let's grab some saplings. We'll need to plant a bunch out here, and we'll have to create a little bit of a farm of sorts. So I'm just gonna like rip this up over here and just kind of plot these down. They should grow, you know, without too much of a trouble, I think. I think at least. So yeah, why those trees grow, and we will need some more torches. Actually, I guess I'll make some torches to start. And while we wait to get some more, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to mark access to all of these houses. So some of these houses, the access to them, what happens with these villages is they kind of half spawn into mounds to try to keep them as level as possible, and then you have difficulty accessing some of these homes. So we're going to start by just clearing those out. So let's start by, you know, getting a path going here. The grass will have to grow. We're going to use the path blocks for now to mark it. I think eventually it might be nice to put it in the gravel. I'll have to see how the tornadoes interact with the gravel to try and make those safe. But let's go ahead and just clear all the way out to the end here. Like so. We can rip this up and replace this with some dirt. Not sure why it put the stairs there. That's kind of interesting. But let's start with just marking some torches up, and let's see what we got in here. So we'll start by just cleaning these houses up, make sure everyone has got plenty of room in the inside for people to live in. And it looks rather hazy over there. I wonder if there's going to be a sandstorm brewing. After that thunderstorm is going to kick up a bunch of stuff in there. So I wish we had the mod. So Scale and I have just started playing Sky Factor 3. I've been wanting to play the new version of that recently, but just haven't really gotten around to it or really had anyone that's wanted to play. Embers I was playing it with Embers for a bit, but she just can't play very much during school, and her internet at her school doesn't allow her to connect to servers. So we don't have. I was waiting to play with Skatem, and we recorded a couple episodes, just getting started, but he's been busy, and we're just kind of waiting to see how it goes. So that series may be coming. Of course, him and I still have OP Skyblock, which we'll likely be playing some soon. We'll have to see. I think we're going to try and get a new episode here soon. Oh yeah, so then this house is having difficulty getting into that one. So let's start down here because this is easier to fix than the other one. So that series might be coming, which I did a single player of that series in the past of Sky Factory 2, and I also did a let's see, I also did a I think it was multiplayer with Necker and Zerthik. So, but the new one is much better, and I think I understand the mod a lot more. I've just been watching a ton of footage of people playing that, so I think I might be playing that soon with Skative, and that might be another series that'll start up on the channel. So, potentially look forward to that starting soon. But I think I'm going to probably make it like OP Skyblock, where once I record a few episodes, then we will, I'll release a bunch, you know, like for a week or two every single day to kind of supplement some things on the channel. So I'm just going to clear this out so we can have the window view. Of course, you know, this is pretty sturdy. A lot of these are going to have pretty nice basements. The good thing about building near the water and near hillsides is that, you know, the foundations of these drop all the way down until they get to solid ground, which can mean it's very nice. Very nice for them to grab little basements and have sturdy foundations. So it should be pretty easy to build here. So let's see here. Whoops, let's do that. Let's check this house. This house doesn't have a door. So that'll also be kind of the other idea here is try and, oh, there's already a torch in here. That should be bright enough, I think. Is to also put doors so that could be considered an extra house now. Because if it doesn't have a door, it's really not any benefit to existing in the town here. So we have some showers that are strengthening. Lots of showers moving towards the area. Dang, that's no fun. Kind of like, I think I might have to turn that down. There's just too much weather happening. I mean, it's every single day. Except for the day after the tornado was like the one nice day. I guess, actually, no, I guess there was 2 or 3 days. So maybe this is due. Maybe this is due for weather here. I guess it has been a few days. So let's make ourselves another shovel while I remember that I need one. We do need one of these because this is really what we're using to work around here. I think I had a door in here too. Yeah, we'll bring that door. All right. While I'm sitting here, I'm going to do another shameless plug for my second channel. I know I have seen some recent activity on that channel, but if you want to see some videos of my storm chasing, I did this last summer. Of course, there is footage up there of my storm chase in the Great Plains, but that wasn't a very exciting storm chases. I guess they were actually very exciting, but the footage wasn't as good because I wasn't recording it, you know, for YouTube channel purposes really, and it was, you know, it was just an okay time. As footage-wise, it was a great trip, but as far as getting the footage, it wasn't very good. So if you want to see some footage that I intended to record for the YouTube channel, and is rather exciting, I think, please go check that out on my second channel. It's down below, and I have a couple great videos of some really good chases. Of course, there were no tornadoes, but we did have some really good severe wind events that I intercepted, and one in particular was a really great chase. And, you know, the car was really rocking because we couldn't outrun it anymore, and it was coming. And I knew there wasn't going to be hail or tornado threats, so we were in a field, and I pulled over away from power lines and trees, and it just hammered the car. And that was probably the highlight chase of the year. But there's plenty of other great ones. I mean, shoot, I probably had about a half dozen really good chase days this summer, and they were all in Virginia. Back in Pennsylvania, it wasn't a very good chase year for storms, but it was very good elsewhere in Virginia. So I chased some pretty good stuff there. We'll go ahead and just put it in the middle here. Let's see. We'll get a door for here. So let's go craft the door for this place. This is fun. Just the basics of starting up. I think this is going to be good work. I think this is going to be rather successful. You know what we should probably do is, well, chop some trees down now that these are growing. Of course, they're turned into giant ones of all the things they could have become. I probably will remove this water well. Probably will remove it. At least I'm going to do this so it's like not a death trap anymore. I forgot to do that. I'll hop into it and then you die. But this might be moved. It might do us better if this gets moved. So I think I lit those up already. One of the things we'll have to do is get rid of the dirt floor because that's just not safe at all. I'm just going to do this temporarily for now, just to get this lit up, and so that people can use it, the villagers. I think what we'll do is just raise it by 1 and then put stairs in front of it, and then we'll just drop it back down, which will probably involve moving this because the terrain is not very convenient here, although we could lower this whole building down, but I like to try and leave the buildings at least, you know, a relatively good levels of where they have started off here. So looks like we can use some more torches on these pens, get the crops growing a little bit even at night. These are actually pretty good spawning platforms too. So we'll get this lit up over here. And I think we've basically fixed access to all the houses. So all of the houses should now have doors and access to them. Or like clear walkways, and they all should be lit up from the inside. We might have forgotten that house over there in the water, so we'll go check that one out. That should be the last one, but let's just go ahead and put some torches here. So, did I do this one? Yeah, I did this one. I did that one because we went upstairs too. And I think that's only this one's left. Oh, I didn't light my backyard up. Oh, my horse got in the backyard. That's so perfect. It couldn't have been any more perfect there. Yeah, this one needs to be lit up. We did not light this up. So let's do that. Should be more than enough torches. I think I'm over spamming the torches a little bit, but I'll put some on the outside of the homes as well. And yeah, we'll just pop them on the outside here. Why not? I did it to some of them. Bring a little bit more light. Oh, here comes a sandstorm. Oh my gosh. And a wind. Oh boy. This is going to be a problem living here because we can get hit from sandstorms on many edges. I think it's time to head inside. Yep, here it comes, folks. Maybe it'll deposit most of the sand out in the ocean, but I have a feeling that's not going to be the case. Oh my gosh. Everyone get inside quick. Get inside, please. Here comes a sandstorm. Man, I bet you with this thunderstorm over here with the wind probably kicked it up. Oh my gosh, everyone get inside. Now the question is if I get... Okay. Oh no, it does. Oh, that's really neat. If you do get inside and surround yourself with blocks, the visibility improves and it doesn't make you think that you're, you know, in the sandstorm anymore. So I hope all the... No, get inside. Okay. On your own. Looks like we're going to have to ride this storm out, so... We'll have to see if the sand isn't getting deposited everywhere. I've just tried to go out for like a second here to plant some sugarcane, and it is just terrible. Man, there's going to be blocks everywhere. Yeah, look at the sand already piling up. So basically everywhere there's a barrier on the windward side of all of these houses essentially is going to be piles of sand. So we'll have to clean it all up. It'll probably be collected as tileable sand, but the idea will probably be to leave some patches of dirt, but basically anywhere that the sand can pile up, to make cleanup easier, will probably be to put some sort of harder block down underneath, so when I do use a shovel to clean it up, it can be quick and easy, but I don't know how long these are going to last. You can see it is definitely weakening there, but this is rather a surprise that we have this blowing through at the moment, because I'm not sure if I'll be able to tell when it's night or not. Let's see, how's our horse doing here? Yeah, it's definitely blowing. We're almost in a little gully here, but wow, there is a ton of sand piling up. This is a big storm. I think this is bigger than the other storm that we witnessed, although we weren't in the heart of it. But yeah, that looks really cool. He did a good job with how the environment that the sandstorm, you know, makes you feel like you're in. So very neat. Very neat. Well, we should probably make a tornado siren. I think the tornado siren itself can make a different noise when there's a sandstorm, so maybe we can try and craft this real quick to try it out. Let's see, I think we just can grab our items here. We need a weather item. to start, which is I think we only need one weather item. Iron in the corner, gold in the middle, and then the redstone on the sides. Get a weather item. Then we have to make a tornado sensor, which of course sends off the redstone signal beforehand. But we're going to use the sensor then to be what kicks off the actual siren itself. So we'll get some iron, we'll get some redstone, then we should have a siren. And if I just were to place this in here... What? Oh my gosh. It does play... It plays Sandstorm. Or at least like for a second to let you know that a sandstorm's coming. That's hilarious. That's good that it doesn't play like too much of that so I don't get copyrighted. I hope that even that second didn't copyright it. But that is really funny. So if you hear the start of Sandstorm kicking off, that means you know a sandstorm is about to hit. We'll place it down again just to hear it. That is really great. So, as I've now... Let's see if I can do this with... I think I can. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it for this episode. It looks like the sandstorm is winding down. It's still blowing a little bit out there, but I'm going to have to hang out here a little bit longer before I think it's safe to go out and start to clean up. Oh, it just keeps replaying it like every 45 seconds. Okay, that'll probably get a little bit annoying, but I think that's pretty hilarious. So that has been it. I think it's been a pretty successful episode, getting the base of the village up. Next, we'll be chopping some trees. Maybe off screen, I'll move some items. We'll clean up the town from the sandstorm and try and get some fences placed down to keep our town safe. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya!